All right, today we are talking all about preparation. And I don't mean just for one specific thing. I'm talking about getting your mind ready for any challenge life can possibly throw at you. We're going to break down how to build a mindset that just absolutely refuses to quit. So let's get right into it. The body has limitations. The mind does not. Think about that for a second. That one idea, it's the key to everything we're about to talk about. I mean, we spend so much time and energy getting our bodies ready, right? Focusing on everything from the neck down. But what about the one part of us that has literally no limits? Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? If your mind is your greatest asset, your ultimate secret weapon, well, how do you get it in shape? How do you make it sharp and ready for whatever is coming down the road? It all starts with one absolutely crucial first step. So first things first, before you can even think about building a relentless mindset, you need a relentless target. You've got to know with crystal clear clarity what it is you're aiming for. Because think about it, without a destination, you're just wandering. And when you're just wandering, any obstacle can feel like a good enough reason to just stop. And there's actually a process to building this vision. It's not just, daydreaming. First, you have to ask yourself that tough question. What do I really want? Then, and this part is key, you have to write it down. Put it on paper. There's something powerful about that, The act of writing actually forces your brain to think differently, to make the idea real and concrete. That's where the magic happens. That's when you start to build this powerful, vivid picture in your head. And honestly, that vision, it becomes everything. It's your fuel. It's your North Star. It's the one thing you can cling to when the journey gets really, really tough. Because, and let's be super clear about this, the journey is definitely going to get tough. Okay, let's just be real for a minute. The path to anything that's actually worth having, it's never this perfectly paved straight highway. No way. It's messy, it's totally unpredictable, and you gotta assume it's always under construction. And you're gonna run into all of it. I'm talking about those moments of just deep discouragement. You're gonna hear the word no so many times you'll lose count. That initial passion, that fire you had, yeah, it's gonna start to feel like it's flickering out, and you are for sure gonna hit some bad breaks. These right here, these are the moments where almost everyone else throws in the towel. But listen, here's the secret. You have to totally change how you look at those bad breaks. Don't see them as a stop sign. Think of them more like a signal. So often, a string of bad luck is just the universe kind of testing you, seeing how bad you want it, right before you're about to have that massive breakthrough. And this all circles right back to that core idea we started with. So how do you push through all that chaos, all those road under construction signs? How do you handle the bad breaks? You do it by focusing your energy on the one thing that isn't limited by any of that stuff. This is the big difference maker. Look, you can be in the best physical shape of your life, totally prepared from the neck down, but that part of you has limits. The real game changer, the thing that pushes you forward when your body is screaming stop, is being prepared from the neck up. That's where you have no limitations. Seriously, let that sink in for a second. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with your mind. You can have all the talent, all the physical gifts in the world, but if your mind isn't ready to handle the pressure, the setbacks, the tough times, then you're just not really ready. Period. Real preparation starts from the neck up. So what does this neck up preparation actually look like? What do you do? Well, you forge a relentless attitude. It means you get what's called a made-up mind. That's a mind that has already decided, this is what's going to happen, and it doesn't care what the obstacles look like. And this is what being relentless really means. It's this deep internal promise to yourself. It means you can be looking at a situation that seems absolutely impossible, you can feel exhausted from how long it's taking, and you're just not moved. You're not shaken. Why? Because your vision is bigger and stronger than your current reality. This becomes your personal mantra. It's the first pillar of that made-up mind. You just make a decision. You say to yourself, I am not going to stop believing. It's a simple, powerful promise that you're going to hold on to that vision no matter what anyone else says or does. Okay, pillar number 2. It's another commitment. I am not going to take no for an answer. A no isn't a dead end. It's just information. It's a sign that you need to find another way, ask a different person, try a new approach. You just keep going until that no turns into the yes you need.
And the third and final pillar is all about your own personal standard. You draw a line in the sand and you declare, I am not going to settle for mediocrity. You keep chasing that thing that was put in your heart, because for you, anything less just isn't an option. These three things together, that's the engine of a relentless mindset.
All right, this brings us to the last and maybe the most powerful idea of all, and it's all about how we look at failure. See, a relentless person doesn't try to avoid failure. They understand it's actually a required part of the whole process. I know it sounds crazy, but this is one of the most important truths you can ever learn. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone to success. I guarantee you, every single person who's ever done something amazing has a huge list of failures in their past. Those aren't things to be ashamed of. They're just lessons learned along the way. And that's the ultimate message here. It's not about trying to never fall down. That's impossible. It's about knowing deep in your bones that you can always get back up. Stumbling, that's part of it. Falling flat on your face, that's part of it too. The only thing that truly matters is that you get back up again. So I want to leave you with this one last thought. Think about whatever challenge you're up against right now, that thing that's making you feel like you've stumbled or fallen. Just remember what we said. The bad breaks usually show up right before the big break. So what if the next time you get back up is the one? What if that's the moment that leads to your breakthrough?